It's Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight it's him. It's RickDom from the A.C.B.A. podcast. We're gonna talk with him about all kinds of stuff, and it's all really exciting. We're gonna talk toys. We're not gonna talk Maximum Spider-Man. We're not gonna talk about the dragon. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna talk about it all. We're gonna get all of it done. So let's get started. Matsu, cue that intro. Oh, hey.
We made it.
Hey, we made it. Look at us. Look at us. We're like close to being on time today. We're killing it.
We were off by like a minute. I was like, oh, 8:01. We almost made it.
Off by a minute or ahead 3 minutes if you think about it. So, anyway.
Yes. Actually, there has been some times where we've made the chat
been late. Yeah. So, but here we are. It's Wednesday, my dudes. And, welcome to episode 108 of Between Two Sentinels. We are RickDom tonight. I'm excited. We are just casually collecting the A.C.B.A. podcast Infinity Stones. And then eventually we'll get them all. And we'll get to rewrite history, I guess. So I think Rick would be the what? The soul stone. I think he'd be
the soul stone?
Yeah. I'd kill a bitch for Rick. Yeah. It's gonna be one of those nights, Matsu. It's gonna be one of those nights.
It's funny because like I forgot to silence my phone, and that almost timed perfectly with what you just said.
Oh, perfect. There you go.
I was almost censoring you, but
good. Anyway, what's new and exciting with you?
I went. I did some grocery shopping.
Oh,
and,
you adulted.
Yeah, I adulted. I went to Target, didn't find anything. Well, they had Chameleon and Kid Spider-Man or whatever it was.
Spider-Boy?
Spider-Boy, yeah. They didn't I already have Chameleon, you already have Chameleon, so I was just like, whatever. And then I decided to go to GameStop and I saw that they had Husk and this Wolverine, which I might just open here on the show. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, and you got the ramen van.
I got the ramen van that
which you'll lend to me
because you'll open it before I do. So
it's already opened. It's already.
So there you go. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
I got some cool stuff in. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to our friends at Bull Airs. Their Bull Mags came in today, or this week rather. And if you are a Back to the Future fan, holy snikes, does this look good? So
does it?
Does it, my friend?
That was my second question. My first question is, does it lace itself up?
It kind of, because they're elastic. So
technology.
Technically, yeah. And then the bottom is all blacklight reactive, so it'll light up. But cool. But yeah. So they're very, very cool. Very excited to wear those. Probably won't wear them to Toy Fair, but we'll wear them to a con coming soon. You gave me Riddler, which is awesome. I'll open up him at some point and see if he's got 2 left feet. I also got a naked box today, so I'm in trouble. Grammy April came in.
Okay, nice.
So excited about that. And what I'm really excited about, which is odd, I got Ernie and Hebert. So
nice.
Totally pumped for these.
Nice.
I haven't opened them at all, so for all I know, they could be empty boxes with bricks in them. Nope, there they are.
I've been trying to hunt those down. They haven't appeared at our Targets yet.
So I'm excited for these. I'm excited for this whole wave. So but yeah. Look at that. Look at the sea. Yeah, it is
pretty cool.
Little eyes on it. So that's and I don't know if you look. Bert comes with a Boyd.
Oh, nice. Comes with a little pigeon.
Little Boyd. So always go appreciate a good Boyd. But yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh, I also picked up a few of those mini brands.
Oh yeah.
Like the home mini brand stuff. I got what did I get? I got a processor.
Okay.
Food processor.
Like a food processor?
Yeah, a lava lamp. What else did I get? I got a regular desk lamp, 2 of them, so I'll give you one. I actually got 2 food processors, so I can give you one of those too.
Okay.
And what else did I get? An iron.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I don't even know if I own an iron. I don't know.
So
like a real one. Yeah.
I'm trying to get the microwave.
Okay.
So like if you see them in Target, like
right.
you know, let me know if you scoop some up for me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you wanna see what's up with the chat?
Let's check in with the chat. Let's see, because we got chat is popping off already tonight. So let's see. We got Rick Jones is here coming in for RickDom. We got the whole friggin' Council of Ricks is gonna be here tonight. Look at that. So we got Brad Harper, Josh Brown, Grumps is here. Be sure to check out Grumps' episode with Yimbo and I think Toy Father was on that, right? On Sunday. It was great. Lots of fun there. Dom is here. Let's see. We got Wicked Fat Collectibles. We're dropping the whole PJ thing. That's done. So he got angry, so we're gonna drop it. No, I'm kidding. We're just dropping it. Highly Posable. Don't forget, check them out every Friday night. They're just a lot of fun. You're bound to laugh for sure. And if you don't laugh, then it's your problem. So Kevin's here saying, Rick, he's here. Telling you, we're gonna collect the Infinity Stones. Man Beast Boy is here. Josh Brown, no dragons. I'm tired. Everyone's just gonna pie. So that may have been the most calm intro ever. It's because he caught me off guard. I was making sure my story uploaded. I'll be honest. So that's it. But thanks for stopping by, Tom. Paul's here. Let's see. Maybe he's the time stone. Jelly Figs is here. No chewing. What's going on? We got Dig Figs. Who else we got? We got Claudio is here. Man Beast Boy, I think I got it already. Cap Lives. Cosplay as Bert and Ernie at a con. Okay, maybe. One Mega Man Puerto Rico is here. Let's see who else we got. Rick Jones. Oh, Mikey's here. What's going on? We got Ryan, Toy Chase, E. McNeil, High School Creations. Everybody's coming out tonight. Bearded Builds is back. What to do, baby? Dave Organ. Mikey, we'll see you there, bud. We got to make sure we connect.
Yeah. We're going to meet up with everybody.
Yeah, we're going to meet up with everybody. Hit us up. You know where to find us. I think that's everybody. There you go. All right. Look, we're back on Wicked Fat's. We're back on his good side. There you go. There you go. So, real quick before we bring in our boy Rick here, who I know is waiting very patiently, and I apologize. I do want to acknowledge because they might be a little sneak preview at Legions Con, but should we show everybody what we got cooking?
At Legions Con? What's cooking that long?
Not Legions Con, sorry. ZoloCon. We won't be at ZoloCon, but you may see some people.
I thought rocking. You were like, I'm like, what's in the slow cooker?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Lots of stuff. But you may see some people rocking the brand new B2S t-shirt. So yeah, I want to give a huge shout out to Faceless Screen Print, who is making this happen for us. We're gonna have a limited run of about 50 of them. So hit us up, hit DM me or DM Matt. We got a couple different sizes. We're just doing it as a test run. Want to see what you guys think. If you're into this, cool. We'll keep going. But we wanted to do this and do this for do it right. So we got somebody in the community. I know he's done the Legions Con shirts. He's done Legions Lounge. I think he did Detours. So it felt only right. And a huge shout out to T. Blake Makes for setting us up with him. So High School Creations needs an extra small. All right. Extra small makes his arms pop. That's how that works. But yeah, like I said, limited run. Hit us up and we'll get them out to you. But excited for this. And Toy Migo's going crazy in here with these super hats. Oh my god, you animal. Let's see. Here we go. We got my body is ready for the Sentinels. The one and only RickDom. Damn it, Shaney. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And he's also reserving an extra large shirt. So there you go. That we'll put that $10 towards your shirt. Josh Brown saying, look at this. DM sent. And Claudio, you will be seeing us at Toy Fair. 1-6 Shooter is here. What's going on, Trevor? There you go. Everybody told you everybody's coming out. Everybody's coming out for Rick. So we might as well bring him in. I'm going to keep my hands off the controls. I tried to catch him off guard, but he's too good. He's too much of a professional. Let's bring him in. The one, the only RickDom from the A.C.B. podcast.
Whoa! Whoa! What's up,
What's going
guys?
on? How are you, dude?
I'm good. I'm good. Wednesday stream. I don't know if I've ever streamed on a Wednesday.
I mean, you did, I think.
Yeah.
Long ago.
Long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you. I have terrible memory. I trust it. I'd trust Macho over myself any day.
You know what? You don't remember this, Rick, but you called us and you said, hey, guys, we're conceding. You guys are just the best. We're going to let you have Wednesday. We're going to take every other day.
Dude, that sounds just like me. My God.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the biggest problem was we wanted to get all of them on, but how could we get them on when they have a show on Wednesday?
Yeah. Well, that was a big problem. Now we're just getting them one at a time. So, you know.
Piecemealing, baby.
Mm-hmm. That's how we do it.
Collecting all the Happy Meal toys.
The Fry Guys. You guys are the Fry Guys.
That's my God. Hell
remember
yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, this show's going right off the rails. We're just gonna
I love the Halloween ones the most.
Or the McNuggets.
Yeah, the nugs and whatnot.
They sit on my desk. I love them. The new releases.
Hey, what?
That's what I'm talking about.
The nugs sit on my desk.
Oh, it sounded like you said they shit on your desk.
Oh,
I mean, they probably do too. I don't know what they do when I'm not here. So, you know. Damn, dude, you just bought like 3 shirts already. What are you doing? Enough. So, we got you. We got new shirts. So,
what a giver that Cheney is. What an incredible human being.
Isn't he? He's just a great dude. He's just a great
I love
dude.
that guy.
Let's see. We got a couple more people swinging in here. We got Frankie coming in. What's going on, Frankie? And Toy Rensu finally showing up, hitting us with the
sup, nerds.
You went deep on that one. Love it. And old grumpy nerd. What's going on, man? Steve Barrow's here. Look at that. All right.
Nuggets making nuggets.
Rick, man. Rick. Damn it, Rick. Rick continues to be a better J shot than I. So Rick, real quick before we get into this, Rick Jones, this is gonna be confusing, wants to know if you got the Jollibee yet.
Hell yeah, I pre-ordered the Jollibee. Not only did I pre-order the Nendoroid Jollibee, I pre-ordered 2, and the next day I celebrated by going to Jollibee. If you could believe it. Crazy. Showed up the next day to Jollibee. I said, give me the 12-piece family meal deal.
Damn it. You keep saying Jollibee enough. I'm going to probably end up going tomorrow.
Do it. Do it, man. It's so funny because my fiance never knew what Jollibee was. And I took her there and she's like, my God, do Filipinos make the best fried chicken? I was like, dude, apparently. I never had better. I grew up in a very heavy Filipino town, and my mom was married to a Filipino guy growing up, and my sisters have Filipino and whatnot. So I thought that everybody knew what Jollibee was. So when I was with my fiance one day and I was like, dude, let's have Jollibee. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought I was making it up because I'm such a jokester. She half the time she doesn't know if I'm telling the truth or if I'm making something up just to fuck with her.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, there's no way there's something called Jollibee. I was like, of course there is. It's the best fried chicken. And then we went there, and again, she thought I was fucking with her because I was like, hey, you got to give the spaghetti a chance. It's sweet, but it's delicious. And she's like, okay, so am I going to have spaghetti and it's going to be spicy? What's going on? I was like, no, man, it's going to be sweet, and there's hot dogs in it. And she's like, there's fucking hot dogs in it? Come on, man. And she just at every point in her first Jollibee journey, she didn't believe that any of what I was saying was real.
Because it sounds absurd.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm fucking with her. I was like, oh, it's sweet. And there's hot dogs in it. She's like, what? And again, I was so raised in having Filipino cuisine at home. I never knew that there wasn't hot dogs and spaghetti until I went to an Italian restaurant when I was in my teens, and I was like, where the fuck is the hot dog? And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I went with my high school friends to this swanky little Italian restaurant in town, and I was like, yeah, man, where's the fucking hot dogs? What kind of spaghetti is this? And they're like, what do you mean? There's nobody puts hot dogs in spaghetti. I was like, what? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Spaghetti always has to have hot dogs in it.
I grew up in mostly an Italian and Irish neighborhood.
Oh man, the opposite?
The opposite. Yeah. So it's the first time going to a friend's house, and for dinner they served spaghetti, and I came home so mad at my parents because I was like, they don't put hot dogs in spaghetti, and it's not sweet. You've been doing it wrong all this time.
Doing it wrong. The hot dogs in the spaghetti thing makes my Italian soul cry, but it's okay. It's okay. We're allowed to have
the first time I actually took Jay Shot to a Jollibee, I was like,
yeah,
I know he doesn't like hot dogs, so I'm not gonna get him the spaghetti.
Yeah,
he's gonna stick with the spicy chicken sandwich and
a
peach mango pie.
Well, so I had the peach. If you remember, we had the peach mango pie, but we went to the Jollibees and they were out of the spicy chicken sam.
Yes,
the first day, the first time we went. So yes, Machu had a very similar experience. He brought his fiance, me, to Jollibee, and he's like, "What do you want, Gringo?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. What do they got?" So
because the reason why we wanted to go to get the spicy chicken sandwich was because I think it was just when I came back from Canada when we went to Toying Around's his Toy Con.
Yeah, Toying Around Toy Con. Yeah.
And like I went to a Jollibee there, and the spicy chicken sandwich was amazing. I don't know what they do with their chicken. It's completely different.
Really?
It's
in
juicier.
Canada?
Yeah, I don't know why.
And their chicken is already juicy as shit.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
crazy.
It's juicy. It just tasted so good. So like the first thing I wanted to do was come back when I came back was get a spicy chicken sandwich. So
compare and contrast. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so like we went to one of the toy shows. We get like 2 monthly toy shows. So the one that was closer to Jollibee, we were like, all right, we're gonna go to Jollibee right after, because it was also a Sunday, so we couldn't go to like Chick-fil-A or anything.
Right.
Yeah, that's the Lord's Day. Come on, Machu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have an idea that we're gonna open up a food truck that's gonna sit in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A's only on Sundays, and we're gonna call it Side Chick.
I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones.
No, I'm sure, but as far as I know, we came up with the idea. So
yeah, and you know what? You could sell like a 2-for-1 chicken sandwich meal deal. You call it between 2 sandwiches.
Boom, done. There it is. 2 patties, same bun. Done. Look at that. Somebody chain to your cutoff, man. Cut off. No more. We're good. Thank you, though. Appreciate the hell out of you. But we're good.
Yeah. The boobies are all over this house. They're everywhere here. They're all literally within arm reach.
Steve Barrow saying, cue the super chats to afford the FCC violations. It's good. We're fine. We'll be okay. Don't worry about it. So,
damn near every episode. I mean,
dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think I always tune in whenever you have that Jollibee talk too. It's like, huh? What? There's like a big Jollibee sign that just shows up.
Just lights up.
It's the Kuya call, man. They all know to come to the show, and they all know to listen up.
We said Dom says my grandmother used to put hot dogs in spaghetti, and she's from Italy. She also breaks spaghetti to make soup.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming since your grandmother's not in Italy anymore, there's a reason. Was she run out? Is that what happened? So
this is all like a big Italian payback for that.
It's
like, this is what I think of where I used to live.
Yeah. Wicked Fat says he didn't hear about Jollibee until the A.C.B.A. podcast.
I think you guys should reach out to Jollibee and ask.
I think, let's get a
little sponsorship going on. And maybe I'll give them some pointers because I love their quencher, but I hate how small it is. I don't know if anybody's had the pineapple quencher. It's incredibly
I have not.
Delicious. Yeah, never forget picking up Poncho from the airport, going straight to Jollibee, and us being thirsty as hell because it's the summer in San Diego, and them giving us the smallest cup of lemonade you've ever seen in your life. And we were like, what? Like, do you have a bigger size? And they're like, no, like you just have to keep buying it. Like, we don't refill. We're like, fuck. Yeah. And we'd bought them like 3 times, I think. It was quite a day.
All right. Well, now I want to try that. So next time we're in San Diego,
do it.
Which this year we're gonna go. We're gonna take it. SpaghettiOs with hot dog. That's not real pasta. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, unless you're Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know why you'd be into those rings.
I was gonna make a Chef Boyardee. Between 2 buns. Yeah. Had between two buns. That could be our subscriber, our subscription show.
Wow, between 2
be a very different show. We'll just do food reviews. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, go to different sandwich spots or burger spots. Be great.
Chick-fil-A.
Who's Phil? Who's Phil B?
Who's Phil B?
Phil B.
Who's Phil B? And Ryan says more toy tubers need to show for food. I ain't against it. I ain't against it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I certainly ain't against it.
Everybody's got to eat.
That's it. Everybody's got to eat. I've also said I will show for shell. So I'm good. Let's see. Absolutely, I need Rick spamming his IG story with affiliate links to hot dog spaghetti.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. I'm just spamming it until I just start to see the followers drop off. Like Rick's a cool guy, but this fucking spaghetti, it's got to stop.
Yeah. It's Rick Boyardee now. I'd love that. That would be good. Let's do that.
Genius.
The pineapple juice from Jollibee is peak. It's basically Del Monte pineapple juice with a ton of sugar added.
It's the best, and I think that's definitely the reason why they only give you a small. They don't want to be responsible for the diabetes they're going to cause if there was a large available. It's nuts. It's incredible.
Oh man! All right, so 20 minutes in, we haven't talked toys once, so we should probably talk something.
Let's do it.
But dude, I'm loving this. This is great. This is exactly the mini brand stuff.
Steve says, "I can only eat mini brands with inflation."
You got to save that money for toys. That's what you got to save that money for. You guys did a really good breakdown on, and Matt and I were watching in the car of the new Spider-Man wave that came out, which was really great. And I think the Gamerverse wave, it was a lot of fun to watch that. I think you hit the nail on the head with a lot of stuff. It's cool. There's certain figures, not for everybody, but pretty good. So
yeah.
I'm sure that's targeted towards the gamers who don't really collect,
and they'll see them only.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about getting the Black Suit Spider-Man and Black Cat. I think I'll just wait to see them go on sale, maybe at GameStop, because you'll probably find them at GameStop.
Yeah, that Black Cat looks really interesting, though. Some of those poses in the promo shots looking pretty good. Good. Looking pretty solid.
I think the Black Cat's a definite get. I like the. I don't know. I know a lot of people are not crazy about it. I like the new Kingpin. I like the Black
I like the new Kingpin also. Yeah.
So that was good.
He looks like a lot like him from the game. The only thing though is I wish that they threw in maybe another villain instead of another variation of a suit.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's biggest criticism is that why wasn't another villain thrown in there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this was more for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which you had Kraven. You had a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, you could have given a really good Kraven, right?
People are craving.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody see that movie? Did you guys see that movie or no?
No way.
No.
Is it free anywhere right now? But
that's what I'm wondering.
But is it on any streaming?
Did it come out before or after Venom?
I don't know.
After. I want to say after. I haven't watched Venom either.
Venom just came out on Netflix, so I was debating on watching that later.
Ooh, yeah, I watched Madam Web with Poncho and a bunch of the guys on the Discord.
Oh god.
And
I don't think I could have watched it on my own. I thank God we were all together just like riffing and like making fun of it. And it was watchable doing that, but it was a terrible film. Just terrible film. Just cringe, terrible.
I mean, is it as bad as everybody's saying? Like is it is the dialogue that bad? Like watching it almost as like a joke, does it work? Or obviously it can't be a real show. You can't count it as a real movie.
The best way I can describe that movie. That scene from The Dark Knight Rises where the lady goes to Joseph Gordon-Levitt. You should go by your real name, Robin.
Oh,
it's the whole movie. It's that.
Oh my god!
Terrible. Just like cringe, terrible. Like line. Like everything is a setup to like a. Wow, you're kind of a black cat. like that kind of shit. Like,
oh my god!
It's just terrible.
Can you imagine if they had a wave for that movie?
Oh my god! Thank God the big three over there had a plan for that.
I'm shocked they didn't.
Yeah. No. I hope to God Dwight was like, I called in sick that day that Sony wanted a meeting. Guys, I can't get to the vote. That team meeting isn't gonna happen.
well, how was Sydney Sweeney in that movie?
She was okay. She was really wasted on that film. Just like I said, just really terrible dialogue. Just like teen girl written by somebody that's very obviously not a teen girl dialogue. It's just terrible. This terrible film. Like there was this tribe of like spider war. It was terrible.
God.
It was awful. Like I said, the best way I could describe that film and its dialogue and script is that one scene with Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Dark Knight Rises, but it was the whole film. Just terrible. It's like watching it with a friend, you'll be okay. Like if you're watching it with J-Shot, like you'll probably just laugh and whatnot. But watching it alone, you're just gonna turn it off and be like, I can't do this. It's pretty bad. There's like it's like set in the early 2000s. So there's like a Britney Spears dance scene it's awful. It's an awful film. It's practically unwatchable. Like if you're not watching it with friends.
Is it weird though that like how terrible you're making it sound makes me want to watch it more? Like I just want to laugh at it, like
like I said, it's worth it going into it like that. Like if you're going into it, like, let's see how good this movie is. Then no, I wouldn't. Okay. But like going into it, having a fun time, laughing at it, you're gonna have a good time.
Okay. All right. Ryan says Sydney Sweeney does nothing bad. And let's see. Dom says Dwight agreed to make the Banshee in exchange for not working. Oh, there you go. Let's see. What does he? Captain McKay says they innovate so much. Instead of showing the plot unfold, they buck the trend by having Dakota read everything from a notebook to her cat. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's okay.
Just strange decisions.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Speaking of strange decisions, no transition here. What's something you got pre-ordered that you're excited for?
What do I have pre-ordered that I'm excited for? Oh yeah, Spider-Man 2099 from Mafex. Pretty hyped for that.
That should be coming out this month, right?
That's what they claim. We'll see. They push back like it's nobody's business. And then sometimes they do those annoying pushbacks, like where they go like, sorry, it's going to come out in April. And then it'll come out April 1st.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, man, what? Like, you couldn't have told Ami to hold it for one more day. What's going on here? Yeah. That is something I'm really hyped for. On the Legends side of things, really hyped for ROM. The amount of times that we would be at the Legends panel and I would tell Jesse Falcon that I want ROM, he'd always do this. He's saying, Dwight, he's saying it. And Dwight would go like, we'll see. And, but this time when it happened, I was super, super hyped. I'm really hyped for that one. When I was growing up, going to the local comic book shop, those were always in the bargain bin. So I'd always have random issues of ROM the Space Knight. Like I'd have an issue 10 and then like an issue like 276, like make no fucking sense, really. It was just like, so that character, I like vividly remember having just a buttload of comic stuff because they were in the cheap bin. So I've always wanted that Legend. So super hyped for that. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm really hyped for? Oh yeah, the SHF Hunter x Hunter stuff. The last time we had Hunter x Hunter figures was from Figma. And I sold them when they were worth nothing. Okay. So that was a huge mistake. And I'm pretty sure when I did it, Poncho was like, dude, why'd you do that? And I was like, oh, like, I don't really need them. And he was like, yeah. He's like, but I like to do like, I'm pretty sure it was him. He tells me like, I want to do like one from every Shonen Jump character. I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do, but I'll just buy it back later. And then like a year went by and like they doubled in price. I was like, maybe I'll buy them again later. And then they like quadrupled in price, and I was like, I'm never gonna own these. And
is it just because they don't know nobody else released them, or like,
it's one of those licenses where like people would ask like, why has nobody done this yet? Like, why is nobody doing it? And it's weird, these companies, these Japanese companies, the way that they operate sometimes, like their way of thinking is so flawed sometimes. Like the amount of times that I've talked to the guys at Bandai, and I've been like, man, you should really make a figure for X anime. They'll go like, does anybody remember that show? And I'm going, what? And they're like, yeah, we made it. And I'm like, oh, It's like Hunter x Hunter is one of the biggest animes of all time. What are you talking about? Like I would ask them about specifically, I'd ask them about Rurouni Kenshin, and I'd go like, "Hey man, you should really do Rurouni Kenshin," and they'd go like, "Does anybody remember it?" And they'd always tell me the same line over and over. It's like they're fed it at the office, which they probably are. They'll go like, "If there's ever an anniversary or something, maybe we'd do it." And then I'd go like, "What anniversary? Like, just do it now." Or like we were talking about earlier or you were talking about Back to the Future earlier.
Yeah.
That's always on their voting list. Like when they ask, like when there's like a huge like paragraphs worth of like lines where they're like, "Would you like to see this?" That's always there.
Really?
And I'd always fill it out. I'm sure Poncho was there with me for one of them. I'd fill it out, and then I'd go to the guy that we used to know at Bandai named Adam, and I'd go like, "Why is that even on there? People want this. Just make it." And he'd go like, "Well, we'll see.
Oh God,
we'll see. Who knows?" So yeah. I'd say that those are the things I'm most excited for, probably.
Renzi says, "Dude probably brought it up after you mentioned the series, and then he got a promotion." So,
dude, I'm saying,
sounds right. Yeah.
The amount of times that things like that happen, where it's just very obvious that they should do it, and then they go like, "Who knows?" And then they end up doing it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. I don't do a lot of anime, but I would love like a Ninja Scroll or a Princess Mononoke.
Like, yeah, that'd be amazing. Great. Yeah, I know Ghibli is tough to get, but it's really strange because Kyoto's doing like some Ghibli stuff, but like not the Ghibli stuff people would want. Like they're doing like the Nazca stuff, but they're not doing Nazca herself, and like this stuff is so tough. Like I know that the Akira license is really rough. I mean, I've not only just if I heard around, but when I asked June, he said like, no, they don't want to talk to anyone. They don't want to do it. Like they don't want to pick up the phone. They don't even want to look at you. Like it sucks. It sucks. All these great animals.
They don't want money.
No, I tell people that all the time. I have a shout out to fellow admin of A.C.B.A, one of the founders of A.C.B.A, David Walton. Like one of the conversations we have over and over and over that he still doesn't get all these years later. Love you, David. But is when I tell him like they don't care about money. They don't care. You'll tell them like, "Hey man, this will be the best selling figure you ever make if you do it." They'll just go with like, that's troublesome. Like that's not something we do. And then you'll go like, "What? But why?" Like that's just how those Japanese companies are. They like to stick to what they always do. Like doing something out of the norm or like taking a chance like that is like considered troublesome. It's considered like out of the ordinary, and they just don't like to do things like that. It's like super frustrating sometimes, like interviewing or like talking to these Japanese companies sometimes, because it's they don't want to budge. They're very set in the way that they like to do things. So when they do those things that you don't expect them to, it's like really awesome. It like just like hypes you up.
Do you feel like that's probably why like maybe Hasbro kind of has like a bigger target on them, because they are actually acknowledging that they listen sometimes.
Yeah.
But like when you talk about like the import companies, you can complain all you want.
Yeah.
You'll never hear back from them.
Yeah. It's the catch-22 of like it's so much better for you to have that contact, but at the same time for the company itself it's awful. Like a few years back, I don't know if you guys remember, there was this guy that was like inadvertently he was the face of Mezco. His name was Pierre. He was a really, really nice guy. He would do all the interviews for everyone, and he'd answer every question you'd ask. He'd go like, "Oh, that, yeah, we're gonna do that," or like, "No, we don't want to do that." He would do every interview. You could look up our old interviews. He was a really great guy, really nice, really funny. I think we even had him on the show once, outside of an interview and whatnot. And he was immediately fired. Like once he became the face of that company, he was immediately fired, and he went on Reddit and complained about them. Like they didn't want me to be the face of that company. Like they didn't like that I was a personality. And like dealing with Mezco, like everybody's frustrated with them, the way that they handle things, and like they don't really answer the questions that you want to have answered, or like they play funny with you. Like it's frustrating, but you can also understand why they're like that, because then you get the Hasbro team who like just gets berated.
Yeah.
Like on their personal social medias sometimes, like I've seen like posts of Dwight that like rag on him in there. It'll be like, my daughter finally graduated. Like, what an incredible moment. I'm such a happy father. And they'll be like, you're destroying Legends, asshole. Like, Jesus. What? Like, his daughter just graduated, man. Like, what's happening? So, like, it sucks because, it's frustrating the way that Mezco and other companies operate. I mean, I'll just single them out. How all these companies that like to keep things close to the vest operate, but you do understand it because we're so close. A lot of us in the community are so close to the big three over at Hasbro, and we know just how rough that job can be, and how people just like almost don't even see them as human beings sometimes.
Yeah,
it's rough. It's rough. So I understand both sides of it. As much as Mezco and like other companies like that upset me or annoy me, like even Mayfex, man, they don't have anybody over here
like
to talk to or anything like that, because I mean they don't distribute here, but it's frustrating. But I get it at the same time, and I don't fault them for it to an extent.
Like this Riddler has 2 left feet.
Yeah, to your point. Yeah, who are you supposed to contact about it?
We didn't contact. Yeah, like you know what's funny is that I reached out to Mayfex not that long ago. And I sent them an email. I sent them a link to all of our socials, showed them how many followers we had and the podcast. And I said, hey, like, you guys don't have a presence here, but everybody here buys your stuff. Like, would you be interested in like keeping us in the loop with like, when you have delays or whatever? And like, I even told them like, would you be interested in doing like a written Q&A where we ask you questions, and whichever ones you feel comfortable with, you can answer, and whichever ones you don't answer. Like, and this could be like a quarterly thing we could do, or like a every like 6 months. And they hit me with the most Japanese response you could imagine. Like, thank you for your inquiry. We have no desire to do any of what you just recommended, but thank you. And I was like, oh man, that sucks.
Wow.
Like, yeah, that was awful. And I was like, you know what, man? Like, I'm never doing this again. Yeah, it's rough.
Matsu, I feel like you and I had this conversation. By the way, I have normal feet, so if you want one of mine,
no, it's okay.
It's okay. Right. You and I had this conversation too, because you're right. It is a little bit like a double-edged sword, right? Where it's like, I was just looking at some of Dwight's comments, and somebody kept pounding Dwight for a ROM Space Knight figure for a while, but they've seemed to have stopped now. So let it go. But like, to that point, it's like, yeah, they get out there, they try to listen, and then, every stream they do is just people in the chat being like, where's this obscure figure? This is terrible. But to the other point, it's like Mofex, where it's like, nah, screw you nerds. We're just going to keep making our stuff.
And this is what you get.
This is what you get.
I remember people were complaining about the X-Force Wolverine, the black and gray one.
Yeah, the Mayfex.
Yeah, the Mayfex one. Brilliant. They're like, it comes with nothing. It's just the way it was packaged in the box.
Yeah,
it's only missing one other item than like what the Tiger Stripe Wolverine and the brown suit Wolverine came with, and that was the unmasked part that you put over the head, over the neck, because there is no unmasked version of that.
Yeah, he's a covert. Why would he?
Yeah,
have his mess out?
But that's the only piece that was really missing. That's the only difference. But people are like outraged because it didn't come with a lot of stuff. And I'm like, it's the same amount as it's just missing one piece. And I think that one moved better than the other two.
Yeah, I've heard
the articulation was better.
I've heard the same.
This Wolverine, though, I will say, I was kind of excited for it. You guys were talking about the whole boot swivel thing.
Mm-hmm.
When they have a boot swivel built in, like, why don't they use that?
Yeah, man.
There's no swivel on this Wolverine.
Ooh.
How? That is so strange.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And the face, the paint is a little off.
You hear that, Big Three? They don't care about you.
Yeah, I like Dom's comment here. We have no desire to talk to you. You've dishonored yourself and your family with love.
Yeah, and that's how that's how all those Japanese companies act, man. They like very politely tell you, absolutely not. Don't contact us again.
Lago Figs saying, stop by, say what up. We were talking about this before. I'm doing exactly what we said we hate doing. We were talking about this backstage, but you have a stream coming up with Lago.
Hell
and
yeah!
Poncho on Friday. To talk about something with Dragon Balls. I don't know,
dude. Hell yeah! So me, of course, the illustrious Lago Figs. It'll happen on his channel.
Yeah.
And Chamba, Poncho, all four of us are going to be having a Dragon Ball centric live stream come Friday. It's called Further Beyond, like that. That's a great
Nice.
Even Further Beyond. It's really awesome to be able to talk about this kind of stuff, because usually me and Poncho just get on the podcast and like derail it for who knows how long, and then Boog will go, all right, that's cool. Okay, let's go on to the next thing. And shout out to Lago. A long time ago, like 2 years ago, Lago went to a panel where they debuted the logo and stuff like that for Dragon Ball Daima, and he gave me the Dragon Ball Daima shirt that they gave him at the panel, and I'm gonna be wearing it come Friday, baby. Strutting my stuff in the name of Lago Figs.
Lago says, like Chamba and I, after the Chamigos podcast, you guys were going off yesterday, and I was like, after about 30 minutes of me just sitting there going, what's that? Who's that? What are we talking about? I was just like, I'm gonna go to bed.
Sometimes that'll happen for us too. We'll kind of hold back until we get to the after, and then me and Poncho will just go off on a tangent, and then Boog will go like, all right, man, I gotta go. And we'll just sit there like rambling on for like 30 minutes. And then eventually he'll realize his wife is upset, and he'll go, Rick, I gotta get out of here. The kid's crying, I gotta go. And we're like, oh, okay, bye.
I use that excuse too. The kids are crying. It's like, no,
the
they're
kids,
not.
man.
It's 2:00 in the morning. They were asleep. Yeah. Sorry.
Gotta go, the kids. I don't even have them. Gotta see you later.
By the way, Rick, I've asked you for a selfie so I can include you. But no rush. I'm just saying.
He's asked me for a selfie probably over a year ago.
Yeah.
It takes like 2 seconds to do.
Yeah, I mean, it just has to be well lit so that way I can just put your face in the game.
You know what? When I have to go pick up my fiance at it would be 10 o'clock over there. I'm gonna tell her to pick the best selfie I got.
There you go.
And I'll
no rush, because the new game is coming out soon.
Whoa!
So probably by, I think it's March 7th.
Oh wow, yeah, that's super soon. What the hell?
Yeah, you're like, no rush. That's like 5 days from now, man.
Yeah, no rush. 5 days, get it done.
Yeah.
Well, technically it's really March 14th, but I have it pre-ordered so that way I can play it 7 days early.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So, yeah.
Big brain moves.
Maximum WWE 2K.
Maximum WWE. There you go.
We're just gonna throw that in front of everything, and it's like, if everything's maximum, then by default, nothing.
What's minimum?
Maximum. Yeah, nothing is maximum.
Yeah, on the Toy Migos, when they announced the maximum line, my phone fucked up and auto corrected it to Maxim. And fucking Mario was roasting the shit out of me. Hey, horn dog, it's Maximum, not Maxim.
Man,
it was my phone.
Is that still around?
No,
I don't know.
It's gone, right?
I don't think so. I mean, freaking that one sports magazine is gone now, so that's got to be gone. Is Maxim still around?
That's what the Black Cat is this year. The new Black Cat figure is a Maxim Black Cat.
The Maximum.
Yeah, the Maxim Black Cat. Yeah, that's what you got. So, I love it. Rick. You got your credit cards in the back of your phone. So just
I don't know
if there's any numbers that are showing up.
No, I have all the cards where the numbers are on the back now. It's awesome.
Okay, all right. Just looking out for you. Yeah. Oh, all of a sudden you're like, what's all this? Yeah, what's all this? Why didn't I order this many Spider-Mans?
Does anybody want a social security number, perchance?
You selling them cheap? What do you got? So. I like Grump says regular Marvel Legends are rebranded to Minimum Legends. I think that's
minimums.
So,
the minimums, baby.
Maxim, the original waifu magazine.
The original waifu magazine.
There you go. Let's see. What's going on, Mikey? There you go.
Hey.
So New York Toy Fair's coming up. You're anybody from the crew going? You're not going, right?
Boog is going to be there. That's why.
There? Okay, cool.
That's why we're doing the stream on Saturday. We're not doing a Friday stream, and that's why the Lago stream is going to be on Friday. So he's going to go cover the Toy Fair news and whatnot. But Dan did say that it's not going to be much new stuff. It's more so just going to be things they already revealed that you could see in hand. I heard Ryan say on Unparalleled Universe that that Maximum Spider-Man is going to be there,
Oh.
and it could be handled. So push it to those limits, Machu.
Yeah,
I will.
Push it to the limit.
We'll have to break in there,
Dude. I want to see what this is about.
It's in your pocket.
Oh no, Ryan! The figure's gone.
Yeah.
They'll never guess it's.
I'll have to pull a Indiana Jones with the renew your vows.
And then when he's like empty your pockets, you can be like, I have a Magnum, and just So we'll just completely play off all the M words.
Empty your pockets. Go like this. They'll never know it's in the hair.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't.
They're like, damn it! It wasn't him. Let him go, Charlie. And then he walks out of there. Takes it out of the hair like
the Spider-Man music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shroomy said, thanks for the free figs, Rick. You a real G. So there you go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Helping out the community.
Always here for the community, baby.
There you go. So let's see. Not much new stuff equals YouTube channels will be working overtime to hate on Hasbro.
Oh yeah. All these channels that absolutely hate Hasbro and just shills and all this shit. It's wild content.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's like it's one of those things where it's like because you see it with like real like the Ninja Turtle fans too, where it's like we all love the Ninja Turtle figs, and we all love to hate them too. And it's like, guys, just like chill, man. Just like they're toys. Like relax.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe like in my younger years, it was really easy to like be angry at everything and like and just want to hate on something. But I cannot fathom that like a lot of these channels are like 40 to 50-year-old guys that just like seethe in negativity. Like I can't live like that. Like it just fucks up my day. Like when I get really upset like that about something, like I just end up taking it out on like, God, babe, why are you talking to me right now about this damn Labubu? Can't you see this Maximum line sucks? Like, like I hate being like that. So like I don't know. Like I get annoyed all the time, and like we do it on the podcast for fun most of the time, but like dedicating my life to like being angry at these companies and like Hasbro's at it again with a thumbnail like I cannot live like that. That's so terrible.
It's not only just those channels. I mean, obviously they're making it for an audience. They like it. They like it, man. Like it's some people hate watch, but also there is a mass majority out there that's watching. But then again, there's also probably there's probably double that amount who pre-ordered it and just waiting for it to come in,
Yeah, it's a crazy cycle. There's people that love it. I mean, those guys that like live in that negativity, they get crazy views. They get better views than anybody else just because it's like entertaining to see somebody like take a dump on a company like that, I guess. But I can't live like that. That's too much for me.
Yeah, though I can't do. No, I can't do that. I could clearly say this figure sucks, but I'm still playing around with it.
Yeah, you're not insulting. You're not insulting Dwight and like going to his comments like, "Hey, that recent Wolverine was awful. Your daughter's graduation was ruined by this." Like, like I don't know. These guys are crazy. I can't live like that.
Sir, your pet fish died. He probably died because he didn't like the Maximum Spider-Man pricing. Yeah, thanks, bud.
I hope you're happy, Dwight.
Yeah. So, KJ says not all 40 to 50-year-old guys shows do that, sir. Jeez.
No. I mean, we have one of them on my podcast. They definitely don't. Sometimes it's young guys. There's like a dude that's pretty young that has a channel like that that's hating on everything in the world. Which there's nothing wrong with not liking the product. You don't have to like everything Hasbro makes. I certainly don't. I just can't live in that type of negativity. That's too much for me. It would just make me annoyed at things too much. Like, I don't know.
It's exhausting. It's also exhausting.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting
to be angry up here all the time. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I can't live that way. I mean, a lot of people love it though. It's like you said, there's a huge audience for it. They get great views. I just I don't think the views are worth my sanity.
Toy Rentu flipping it, saying it costs nothing to hate on everything. It's true. It costs nothing to be nice. It costs nothing to hate.
Dude, not only does it cost them nothing, but if anything, they're making money on it. So.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, good for them. I just can't do it that way.
Man, Beast Boy clone it now. Maximum letdown. Already see the Saturday titles. There you go.
Maximum letdown. Spider-Man. Yeah.
Man, Beast Boy is another one who keeps stirring the pot. I see him in all these.
Oh yeah, he's in every chat. He's in every live. He's in every live. I see him everywhere. Shout out to Man Beast Boy.
He's everywhere.
He's putting he's probably got multiple screens going. He's just like swiveling in his chair, like right.
He's the guy in the chair.
Yeah, that's it. That's who he is. Yeah,
the man beast in the chair.
Yeah,
the man beast chair.
The man beast chair.
Yeah. It costs nothing to be kind. Handsome pool. There you go. Yeah.
There you
go. Anybody see that Leo chair? By the way, speaking of chairs, the Ninja Turtle Leo chair. It's like a gamer. It's like a gamer chair.
Oh, I did. I meant to send that to you.
Yeah,
is it like a gigantic gorilla chair?
It's
I want to know what this gigantic. Yeah, it's a gamer chair. Like, what is this gigantic gorilla chair?
You guys have never heard of the gigantic gorilla chair?
No, but now I want to see it.
This guy did a video where he did like a fake mock-up of a gigantic gorilla chair, and these companies in China proceeded to just make it.
Don't make anything there though.
So yeah, I sent it to you, J-Shot. This is so sick. I wish I had this chair. I thought that it was like this, but it was Leo. But I'm sad to hear that it's just like a gamer chair.
Yeah, it's just a gamer chair. It has Leo's bandana on like the pillow, right, or whatever, on the headrest.
Yeah. Oh, but the back has a shell with the swords crossed.
Oh, I didn't see the back.
Oh yeah, the back. You gotta look at the. Come on, you gotta flip that baby over and look at the back before you buy it. You know, it's. I don't know where I'm going with that. But why start with Leo? I don't know. Like,
look at that.
Oh my god.
Like imagine a Leonardo chair like that.
That's horrifying and awesome all at the same time.
Yeah, I'll never forget. It was so funny that my dad was like messing with my stepmom, and he was like, "I'm gonna buy this chair," and I was like, "Okay, old man, that's AI. Nice try." Because it was AI. It was AI. Somebody just mocked it up on AI. And then like the Chinese company was like, "Oh yeah," and then they made a video showing like, "Well, we made the AI real and like order it now." And this thing is really expensive too. It's like $5,000. So crazy. It comes. Yeah, I seen like a video of somebody
Maximum Harambe.
Maximum Harambe. That's the one.
No, that's it. It's over. Shut it down. Shut it down.
The world is healing.
Everything's been wrong since that happened. I don't think honoring him that way is going to help. I don't think so. I was joking about the Ninja Turtle chair. I was like, babe, look, we get 4 of them, put them around the dining room table. Everybody's classy. Everybody gets to sit in their turtle. It'll work. It'll look nice. See,
yeah, mine is the other way.
I got shot down immediately.
You know, my life is the other way. We went to the Razor store in Los Angeles. I was there with my fiance and Vince Figs. Shout out to Vince Figs. Number 2 in this year's October. And we walk into the Razor store, and there was a Hello Kitty gamer chair. And my fiance's like, dude, we got to do it. I was like, you don't have a desk. What is this for?
Just sitting in a gamer chair, just out in the open in the middle of the room.
She was like, we could put it somewhere. I was like, I know we could put it somewhere, but like, this isn't gonna, you don't have a desk. And it took so many times of like, you don't have a desk for her to like finally like, okay, like I guess it was a scene there, man.
I'm just impressed you talked her out of it. Like I'm always the one doing the convincing to get, like, you know. So it's
I'm still imagining somebody sitting in a room in a gamer chair, just empty around them, just in a gamer chair, just happy,
empty, just like, well, I have this.
not even a TV, just an empty room.
I'm gonna get everything else eventually, but I wanted to start with the chair. Yeah.
If I start with the chair, then I'll definitely buy the desk at some point in my life.
Right.
It'll
just like Big Lebowski in it. Yeah, the chair really brings the room together. You know, it ties the room together. Diggs calling you out about you too soon.
Damn.
So,
what was Harambe?
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's almost 10 years.
Yeah. Steve says it's for board gamer night, like for board games. There you go.
Hey, gamers.
Yeah, there you go. So
makes a great reading chair.
Yeah. Chair brought to you by CT Chairs.
CT Chairs.
So there you go. They will make it.
I remember when I first moved in here, though, I had like 2 gamer chairs, and there was a lot more space because I didn't have as much stuff down here. So like I put those rollerblade wheels on the gamer chair. Those things move. Those things.
You were fucking gliding, huh?
Yeah.
I got this new chair, and I immediately, because you said it, I immediately bought the rollerblade things, and I will say I regret it a little bit because I slide too much, just sitting here.
Yeah.
And every once in a while I'll like roll over my own toe. So like if you're ever watching the show and you just see me go, You know, that's it. That's what happened.
You'll do one of these where you're trying to lay back and then your chair will like.
Yep. Just automatically gone. Yeah. Just
try to play it off like, sorry, my wife was calling me, and then scoot back forward.
Like a dog who's got to go to the bathroom. Yeah. So.
Man.
I don't know how we segue to anything.
But, I know. What do
you know? We just like How do you? Yeah. No. San Diego Comic-Con.
Dude, cannot wait.
Pump, dude, pump.
I'm so hyped.
We got to hang out a little bit.
The barcade and whatnot, and
Hasbro breakfast
each other on the cons and whatnot. Hell yeah, the breakfast. Man, they really stepped it up. You guys remember? Were you guys ever at their breakfast when it was just like muffins?
This was this is our first breakfast.
Yeah.
Possibly our last breakfast.
What?
No, get out of here.
Well, because we technically had to sneak into this one, and we still don't get
invited. Oh yeah, that's
we don't get the invites. We just sneak into them.
No, I will never forget you. Your sister got the invite, not me.
Yeah, my sister got the invite. He didn't get the invite.
How did she get the invite?
She just said that she was my sister. And then, yeah.
Dude, in some circles, Matt's sister is actually like way bigger than any of us. Like when you go to Legion's Con, like Matt has to wear a sign that says Ari's brother. Like nobody knows who Matt is. Yeah, she's like huge in the cabal. In the cabal. Yeah, it's hysterical. So
that's incredible.
It's funny,
dude. Next time I'm around some Legions collectors, you're gonna be like, you know who my friend's sister is?
There you go.
Yeah, show some respect. Yeah, Machi's sister. I know her. I met her.
Put some respect on that name.
We were all in a bar together. So.
Oh God. Get him. Yeah.
Would you ever come to Legion's Con?
Me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't really do Legions, but I hear it's such a great time. I hear it's such a great time, man. Yeah. I should. It seems like such a really great time. And Wade goes out there. Maybe I'll hide in one of his duffel bags. I'm so small.
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it would piss him off. It'd be great. It'd work out.
Yeah. You'd pop out. He'd just do one of these like, oh, word? You know, like, yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, word? What are you doing here?
Yeah. Shout out to Wade. I don't know if you guys know this, but he lives like 15 minutes south of me over there.
Oh, we'll get him. We'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. One night I like made a joke where I was somebody was telling him like, hey Wade, you better send my shit, blah blah blah. And he was like, oh yeah? What are you gonna do? You're gonna come here and get it? Nah, bet you're not. And then I was like, I can show up if you'd want. And then he read it like, ah ha ha. He's like, no, but really don't show up.
His doorbell just rings while on stream.
Yeah.
Sat there like, what's up? Sat there like, what's up, Rick Dominguez? Yeah, don't show up to my house though. Oh, man. Shout out to Wade, man. Love that guy.
Yeah. No, Wade's a good guy. We had a lot of fun with him at Legion's Con.
Yeah.
No, he's a man of the people. He was giving hugs, and it's total lust.
No, don't. Okay.
Don't start that.
That's a dream. That's a dream you're living.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. He loves to play the grump, but he's such a nice guy.
No, he is, and that's the best part about him, right? It's a persona, but he's so grateful to the community too while he was out here. So it's good. It's really cool. Brad Harper really pushing to get you to Legion's Con. So there you go.
Dude, hell yeah. Shout out to Brad. One of the young gentlemen of A.C.B.A.
Yeah. Was he like 15, right? Was he 19?
Oh, you guys want to hear something funny? Was that last year,
always,
I had my whole family with me at San Diego Comic-Con. I had my little sister, my stepmom, my dad, everybody was fucking with me. And it was so funny because my dad got his tickets for the Tamashi line, and I told him to give me all of his extras so I could give them out to like whoever needed them in the community and whatnot. And so I'm meeting them up like in this little like covered cabana area, like by the pier. And I'm texting Brad and Vince, and I'm like, hey, I'm over here. Like, just walk down straight and you'll see me on the pier. And so Brad walks up with Fabio and Vince Figs and whatnot. And my dad just bursts into laughter, and he's like, what the hell is this guy doing with you? And he points at Brad, and he's like, is this guy like your bully? Like, he looks so normal. You guys all look like fucking nerds. Like, and we were all like, man, what the hell? He just starts roasting the shit out of all of us. Like, you guys all look like dweebs. This guy looks like this guy looks normal. I was like, man, what the hell? I was like, you're here.
Yeah.
This was, I think that happened right before me and Kevin showed up.
Yeah, I think so.
You were telling us a story about that.
Yeah, he's like, dude, why are you hanging out with this normal guy?
The normie. Brad's the normie now.
Shout out to Brad. Caused me to get horribly roasted.
Shuby says your pop sounds hilarious. There you go.
Dude, he's a fool. That guy's hilarious. Yeah, and then you know what? Another funny story was my little brother. He looks identical to me, by the way. But my little brother's really obsessed with all the YouTubers, so he told me like, I'm gonna go meet the Amazing, and like the year before he didn't show up, and my brother didn't show up, but he was like, can you go to the Amazing and tell him to shoot a video saying hi to me? And I was like, dude, I'm not doing that to Darius. No, I'm not doing that. And so finally he went on his own and he told him like, I'm Rick's brother. And he was like, oh, okay, nice. And he took a picture and whatnot. And then eventually he's like, where's Unparalleled Universe? And I go like, oh, he's in this aisle. Just tell him you're my brother. I'm sure he'll take a picture with you or whatever. And he goes like, okay. And this motherfucker, Wade, this kid shows up and he goes, hi, I'm Rick's brother. And he looks at him and he goes, I don't know no Rick. Who the fuck is that? And he goes, Rick from the A.C.B.A. podcast? Nah, dude, I don't know that fool. And then he just walks away from it. And then he comes back like, oh, I'm just joking. I know who he is.
How old is your brother? Like, because you do the voice, you make me think he's like 12 walking around those things. Like,
dude, let me tell you something. He is 12, but he's like 2 inches taller than me. He's huge. I don't know where he's getting it. This kid's. I look like the little brother. He looks bigger than me. Like, it's crazy.
Oh my god!
I can't win.
Right, even more lacrosse than Twitter.
Dude, I'm saying he looks like the jock that like is being nice to Peter at high school and whatnot.
Well, yeah, like when I first met him, I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, like, man, shouldn't you be dating the cheerleader in the local school? What's going on here? Crazy.
Age appropriate, not
anything. No. Yeah, we're talking college, brother.
Yeah, college. Yeah, college. Yeah. You want to sit down? Yeah, we don't need that happening to poor Brad. So, you know. What you doing here? Yeah.
Why don't you have a seat?
Yeah. Everyone gets it back. Wade dishes them all out. Doesn't matter who.
Dude, yeah, I was dying when I heard the story. He's like, hey, we went to Wade. He said he didn't know you. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, but then he said he did. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Shout out to the Collection Nexus. Don't go back and watch their show on Monday. They had the Toy Mayor on. So
yeah, hell yeah. I was on the show not that long ago.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
go back and watch all the shows.
Nexus, great group of
guys. Tim was telling us that he was on so late he had to call out sick the next day to work. So it was funny.
Dude, oh no, this podcast is going late. I guess I don't have work tomorrow.
Yeah, right. You just see that. It's a good excuse. So that means we got to go past 9:30 so I can call out of work tomorrow. Mikey's saying Wade with the shill behavior. So shout out to Mikey too. He's got a new podcast starting soon.
Yeah, I saw Wade sharing it. Yeah, shout out to Mikey for the figure report. What a great guy.
So get on that, dude. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, I was at that Bandai Cross store, right? I think it's in Industry City in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He went live yesterday, I want to say.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. I think it was like a soft opening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mikey. I love when he's on Wade's show and they do like movie talks and whatnot. That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
They're a good pair too.
Yeah. When Plasty's on there, it's really funny too. His internet is either fucking up or Wade hits him with a "What are you talking about?" Like English.
I also play Rivals with Mikey every now and then. Take a guess who he plays as.
I seen you sometimes on the Enablers channel on Discord, sometimes on the calls and whatnot.
But take a guess who he plays as on Rivals.
Moon Knight?
Never guess. Yeah.
Wow, he's on brand.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Marvel still needs to cut him a check. I mean, he's going all out still.
Yeah.
I love that one time we played with Mikey, he was like playing a ukulele or something in the background, right? Or he was just like, in the loading screen. He's like, I'm like, where is that music?
It would be like all quiet. We're just like waiting and waiting. and then all of a sudden you hear a ukulele, and we're like, where the hell is that coming from?
On? Yeah.
You thought it was like a dream sequence?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's singing the hippopotamus song. Yeah.
Back on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely.
I'm sure we'll see Mikey at Toy Fair too.
Yeah.
So pushing that Moon Knight agenda 4 years strong. There you go.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Who
better?
Yeah, we're season 2, bud. We're season 2.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, tell them we need it.
We need season 2. Yeah. Marvel just sent an email saying, thank you for suggesting that, but we're not going to do that. That's they did the same thing Bob X did.
Why don't you read this document I attached? A cease and desist.
Cease and desist. Oh man. What else, man? What else you got going on? What's cooking?
Me personally?
Yeah, you personally. Yeah. Well, let's talk about you personally. You know.
Oh, please. That's my favorite time of the day.
Good. Well, we're here for it. Talk away.
Yeah, just funny enough, like I just gotten an inspiration to take a shot.
Okay.
Yesterday, so I might come back. I
was gonna say
do a shot. Yeah.
I was going through your Instagram to try to figure out things to talk about for tonight too, and I was like, when did he stop? You know, we just straight up now t-shirt shots. So
you know what's funny is that like my Instagram is like a wasteland for people that don't know who I am anymore. Like they came for the A.C.B.A. shots, and then like I completely stopped doing that during the pandemic and switched to clothes because that's just my job. And then like I'd even get messages like, damn, like when are you gonna stop posting clothes and start posting the figures? And then like selling clothes kind of died down because like the hype of people not having stimulus checks anymore disappeared. And then I was like, oh, I'll post more toys. And then like all the clothing people that used to follow me like started to disappear. And I was like, man, nobody knows what to do with me.
You can't make everybody happy. Yeah.
Dude, they don't know what the hell I'm doing. One day
so
I'm sharing
confused.
somebody's t-shirt. The next day I'm sharing somebody's podcast. They don't know what is happening. They're completely lost.
It's crazy how like Instagram can be like that though, right? You gotta be in a specific niche.
Yeah, and then when you step out of it, they don't understand why. Like it's really funny. I don't know if I've ever said it. I have said it before on the podcast, but a shout out to Vince Figs, one of the other young gentlemen of the A.C.B.A. Group at Comic-Con. I knew him as somebody that just was into t-shirts and clothing and stuff like that. And it would be so funny because I'd be hanging out with everybody like in person and whatnot. And I'd be like, hey guys, I gotta go. I'm doing this podcast. Or like, I can't hang out today. I'm doing the podcast. And they'd be like, oh yeah, link me to your podcast. And I go like, well, do you guys like toys? And they'd go like, no. And I'd go like, well, then I don't want you to have it. Like, there's no point in you watching it. I appreciate the sentiment. That's very kind that you want to support me. But no, like I'm okay. Sorry, like
it's a different world.
I can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it. And then it was funny because like a year later, I get a Rick, is this you? And I go, what?
Oh my god, I hate that.
And it's the podcast. And Vince had gotten into figures like a year later, and he'd found me. He's like, dude, is this
that's
you?
Cool.
And I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, that is. Like, why the fuck are you watching my podcast? And he hit me with like a, dude, I'm into Marvel Legends now. And I was like, oh shit. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it just like snowballed like that. But yeah, that was funny was that him finding out that I wasn't lying because everybody thought I was lying. Because they'd all go, where's the link to this podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, you're on every Friday. Where's the link? I don't see any link. And I had to go like, oh, like it's you don't like toys, so sorry. But he ended up finding it on his own and hearing the voice and knowing it could only be me on the other side of that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like comes full circle because like I get like that too, where it's like you have your personal account, you have this account, and you keep them separate. But like I'm starting to see like work knows I do a podcast, but they don't like know what the podcast is. But like lately I've been seeing people from work starting to follow the toy account, and I'm just like, oh, I don't need this in my life. Like, no, no. This
well, didn't you have because where you stream is also where you have video meetings, right?
Yeah,
like,
right. I remember the background. Yeah,
we used to have used to have the B2S banner, like the
with
our with our logo, like our picture on it.
Uh-huh.
And I remember you told me that you left it on one day during a work meeting.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What's that?"
Yeah. And then they were like, I was like, oh, it's a podcast. And they were like, well, do you have a setup? And then like, like the part of my head was like, all right, I could downplay this or I could just fully lean into it. And I was like, do I have a setup? So I like went black and then I turned on all the lights and I did the whole like intro thing. And they were like, cool, we still need to talk about finances. And I was like, right, sorry, sorry.
So the quarterly reports.
So if you see here, we're actually not doing well, and it's still Wednesday, my dudes. But so I got a couple of things I want to call out here. So Cap Live saying 2012 Rick returns. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Yeah. Dom says the next shot is going to be Allegiance night cutting a hot dog into spaghetti. So there you go.
Dude, don't tempt me.
And that's how you get into Legion's Con with that. We'll sell prints of it. Rick is like an onion. He has layers. I love that. That's
I like
good.
That one. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, shout out to Cap Lives because he inadvertently gave me the idea for that shot. And I'd even asked him, like, hey, Brian, have you ever seen this picture around? Like this idea I have? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay, perfect. I got to do it. Before somebody else does it, I got to do it.
Got to do it. Dom says, I used to follow one photographer who randomly went from toy photos to exclusively pics of himself in short shorts.
Dude, you don't have to out me like that, Dom.
We're all thinking the same thing.
Shorts are normal size. Some say they're downright average.
It's not the size of the shorts; it's how well you wear them. There you go, man. Beast Boy says one of the best in the game. A.C.B.A. my first toy pod. Rick literally has 2 posts in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
Oh.
Is like, you should post more, and I go, yeah, I'm gonna do it, and then I just completely disappear.
Yeah. And Wicked Fat saying the first toy pod. There you go. Let's see. And so Johnson the Ross saying tips on hunting vintage t-shirts, certain tags.
Yeah, certain tags. It really just depends on what you're going for. Like if you're doing vintage Harley, 3D emblem is the way to go. If you're like doing vintage anime stuff or comic book stuff, certain tags and whatnot. But what sucks about the vintage community, somebody just recently hit me up not that long ago, asked me like that they wanted to get into it. It's just you just have to have that experience of like buying and like trusting a page and looking at what that page posts and like, oh well, his Marvel shirts are usually on these tags. So it's very likely that like if I want a real one, it's gonna have to be on that tag or like whatever genre of subgenre of shirt collecting you're looking to get into and whatnot. Like it's all about information, and like getting that information could be tough. But like the best thing I'd recommend is like looking up like an Instagram with a huge following of that subgenre of t-shirt that you like, because more likely than not they're gonna have the real stuff, and it's just gonna be easier for you to go off of.
Is there like a Grail t-shirt? Like, is there something that you've like always wanted to get, or is it like the Bugs and Taz from the 90s when they're there's a couple, and I don't think I'll ever get them, because what's funny was that I got into it right before, I got super into it right before the bubble expanded. I was always into vintage. I think I have an item over there that has a tag on it from 2008 from thrifting. So I've always thrifted, but it hurts my 40-year-old soul that 2008 is vintage now. But anyway, keep going, please. Yeah.
I mean, the item is vintage, but the date isn't. Don't worry. So yeah, I just always done it, especially because I was a figure collector. You kind of hope that some kid's mom throws out like a bunch of legends or something. So I've always gone to the thrifts, but I'd say like in 2009, not 2009, like in 2018, 2019, those 2 years, I started to just like Google like vintage King of the Hill shirt. And I was like, oh shit, there's a lot of vintage King of the Hill shirts. And I would just buy them up because they didn't really go for anything. They'd go for like $20, $30. And same thing with anime shirts. And then in 2020 during the pandemic, it's like, it's funny, the economy's collapsing, the world is stuck in its house, and all these people can do is just be on the internet all day and shop. So everything just imploded. So all I do is look back and think like, God, I should have bought all those things that I kept telling myself like, I'll buy next time when I had the chance, because I did buy a good amount, and I did buy so much to the point that like I have things that I would otherwise never be able to afford or get my hands on, but I could have done even more had I not been so complacent and like so like procrastinating about things, like such a procrastinator about it. So if I had to say like a grail that I would have, there would be two. It would be a vintage Kiki's Delivery Service shirt from Studio Ghibli, and a vintage Berserk shirt that that has like a really big graphic on it of like the 1997 anime with a very ugly looking Casca from Berserk. I don't know why she was drawn so ugly, but those would be like the top two.
Okay.
Besides that, I was really, really lucky and I was able to get like most of what I want
Nice.
at an incredibly cheap price, like just crazy bottom of the barrel almost prices.
Like what I mean, like, and again, I'm literally curious because it's like you said that some of the shirts were $20-$30. Like, is that what we're talking? Like, bottom of the, like, would that be considered for vintage shirts 20?
Yeah,
that's cheap.
That's super cheap. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have the shirt I paid like $20 for. I could probably sell for like $600 or $700 or
no way.
Yeah, like I bought a huge bundle of shirts from this old anime store that, you know, who knows, like I think one of them I could sell for probably like over $1,000 that I must have paid like $15 for. It just depends. It just depends really. But yeah, bottom of the barrel to me is like sub $50 price.
Is there
they all go for so much.
Is there a certain way to treat these shirts? Like a certain way to wash them? And
it just depends. Like if you want to preserve the quality of the shirt, yeah, there's a certain way you got to wash them. If you're a fan of like it getting really messed up and faded, then don't, you know, just do whatever the hell you want. And if you, because you know, that's a huge market too, is wanting it to be like extremely faded is like a huge part of it as well. Because it just makes it a little more unique that way. But yeah, there's certain methods and like there's ways of like turning your shirt from like looking yellow to like looking bright white. Like there's all these processes and whatnot that people go through.
Thinking of
what do you think?
Looking B2S shirt.
Oh, you want to make like a that could be cool.
Yeah,
that could be cool. We can talk to Faceless, see if he's got a recommendation. So Jonathan the Ross says, thanks, Rick. Was at Goodwill today, found some Nintendo, Disney, and anime shirts. So there you go.
Dude,
and,
hell yeah, that could have been a great haul.
Man, Beast Boy wants to know if you got turtle shirts. Probably asking for a friend whose name might be Jay.
You know, I do have one, but I don't even know where the hell this thing is. I have like an old Eastman turtle shirt somewhere. I don't know where it is. But I have one somewhere. God, I wish I knew where the hell it was. It's like that meme, like when you think of that one shirt that you haven't seen in a long time, like at 3 a.m. and you're like, ugh, like that's me right now.
You just wake up sweating.
Just trying to think like, God, where the hell is that shirt?
Well, if you come across it and you don't want it anymore, you know, I'm sure somebody will be interested in it. So
I'm on it.
Not for free. Not for free. I'll pay for it. I don't want no handouts here. No handouts. But, you know.
Yeah, I'll look for it.
There he is, Dave Workin. He's very happy with how the B2S shirts came out. Dave, how do you feel about doing a limited like vintage run here? I don't know. I like this idea. We could do that. Get something going. Maybe a Comic-Con exclusive.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll change the design a little bit to make it look a little.
There you go.
Yeah, and you know, you could even like I don't know what blanks he uses, but like you could even look for like they have what's called like a washed blank, where like the black has been treated like I think it's with like vinegar or something, and then it turns like grayish looking. So that's
like a heather gray.
Yeah, almost. Like almost like that. Yeah, like a really faded, like gray and whatnot. God, of course, nothing that I want to show is near arm's reach, but yeah, it's like a big thing people do too. Like they make shirts now with like a really washed and like faded blank, whatnot. Usually LA Apparel. I don't know if he uses LA Apparel or what he might use.
We'll find out. I actually don't have shirts in hand yet, so but he said he's gonna rock it at ZoloCon, so I'm excited to see.
Oh hell yeah!
Pictures and send our ways. We're hyped for him.
Where's that, in Jersey?
That's in
Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania, yeah.
Pennsylvania, Dutch country. Is that real?
It's it is, but I think it's a little. It's like a different. Like Pennsylvania is big, so Dutch country might be.
This year it's at a new venue. It's at a casino.
I've never known if that was real. I just hear it on sitcoms. We're like, I took her to Pennsylvania, Dutch country, and I've never known if that was a real thing.
There you go, Valley Forge Casino. So I don't think it's Dutch country.
No, it can't be.
Yeah. So, yeah, I love. By the way, I'm gonna call this out when your background with the green screen breaks. There's like that you have that one character who's like popping out. It's always like she's popping out, give you a side like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
It's Ranma from Ranma 1/2.
There it is. Yeah.
Ranma.
Yeah. It's like somebody on your shoulder too.
Yeah, there he is.
There she is. Yeah, I used to have just the background on, but it would just always be her right behind me, and like my wife's Loungefly backpacks. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put a background. So I just went with this Dragon Ball one.
Totally works. Speaking of Dragon Ball, because we're starting to get to the end of our time here, I want to make sure we plug your show at Lago. Lago's very excited to be doing it. And he's like I said, doing it on Lago's channel. So make sure you head over there, subscribe to his channel. He's also got a couple great figure reviews and his mod for
Vegeta.
Vegeta. There you go. I was thinking of the other one too that he had, but the shoulder mod for Vegeta. Make sure you subscribe there. And if you haven't, check out A.C.B.A. It's a little up and coming podcast.
Indie, and as Poncho likes to say, indie darling.
Indie darling. It's better than what does Yimbo call us? We're all Banksy, and it's like
we're all Banksy.
I don't think so.
God, what an incredible human being he is, huh? He's just the nicest,
Yimbo,
greatest guy I've ever met. Like, just what an incredible aura that man gives off. Just
a little too nice.
Yeah. I was gonna say that the best is when he's not. When it sometimes you'll be on a stream and he'll do this, and then it's like the facade comes down and he's like, "What the?" There he is. Look at this. Look, he says. Say his name and he appears. Yeah,
there he is.
Yeah, but yeah, I love Dark Yimbo. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I think Wade said the other day that they were all hanging out in the lobby of Legion's Gone, and he'd been like, "Hey, everybody, here's Wade. Come give him a hug." And he's like, "Don't fucking play like that."
Oh, word, yeah. But yeah, all right. So you got that stream Friday. You guys got a stream on Saturday to cover some of the Saturday stuff. Anything else you wanna plug for you or what else you got going on? We got the return. You heard it here first. The return of A.C.B.A. photos from RickDom coming up soon.
Yeah, it's a coming, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, I just took out the figure that I needed for it, so maybe I'll workshop that with Brian and a couple of the guys and see how that turns out. But yeah, Friday, check us out. We're gonna be on Lago's channel, Lagoland, baby. Shout out to Cheney's voice in his videos. Lagoland, dude. It sounds just like that. It sounds just like
it's dead accurate. Yeah, it's dead accurate.
It's so good. So I can't wait to do that because, like I said, every time that we do things like that, it's always after stream, and it's like all of us either really needing to pee. Or the wife is annoyed, and you're like, "Yeah, man, Daima's so good." And then you look at your wife, and you're like, "Hold on, dude,
we're getting into the good stuff now." You know,
Piccolo, am I right? And she's just looking at you like, "Dude, 1 second." So it's really nice to have a dedicated stream for that. It's been a long time coming, so I cannot wait for that. And then Saturday's gonna be good too. We're gonna talk Toy Fair. I don't know if we're ever gonna learn about it, but I at Toy Fair, but I really hope we find out about these licenses. That's the most intriguing thing for Toy Fairs. I want to hear is anybody going to jump ship? There's these rumors that the Disney license might go somewhere else, or at least a part of it, or that Todd is no longer going to have DC. I don't know if we're going to learn it there, but I'm really eager to hear what's going to happen because it could completely shift the toy industry as we know it, depending on what happens. So.
That would be interesting if that's the news that comes out and people are still just hating on Maximum Spider-Man. But anyway,
that's why they're gonna lose the license, bro.
That's it. Lago says it's him. It's not Cheney. So Lago did the voice for Lagoland.
Dude, it's you. Dude, that sounds like Cheney.
I thought it was Cheney too.
Yeah.
Would you edit the voice or what? Would you put in some sort of a T-Pain
Could you
voice
imagine?
changer, what's going on?
Could you imagine if Lagos has been faking the whole time? Like he puts on a higher voice.
Lagos
like,
really changed.
Yeah, he's just like
the reveal.
He signs off and he's just like, "Oh man, that was such a tough show." We're like, "Where did that come from?" Like,
yeah, you know, like in the beginning of the Toy Amigos episodes and whatnot, where Janie goes like, "All right." What if that's just Lago the entire time? He's like he's like signaling Cheney like,
"Yeah,
I'm doing it." And he'll be like, "Okay, let's go."
It's true because Cheney does lean into the mic, so it really covers his mouth, so you can't tell if his lips are.
You've also never seen Lago and Cheney in the same room.
That is also true.
One of them come to San Diego Comic-Con. I've never been able to hold him in my arms, so
that's true.
Knows?
And when Cheney came to Legion's Con, Lago didn't show up, so that's interesting.
That's true. Also,
that's interesting. Interesting. All right,
one of them isn't real.
Cue the conspiracy theories. I love it. Let's get that started. Machu, you got anything coming up? Do you want to plug? You got?
I mean, it's all the same with you, right?
That's true.
Toy Fair on the weekend. We get to hang out with Yimbo. No chewing.
Making the trip. Yeah.
Mikey, Figure Report. Hopefully, we'll see Boog there.
Hell yeah.
What's his name's coming to town too? Black Series.
Black Series. Yes, he's doing
here. So
my sister was like, "You shoot Lumix too? Well, how come you don't have like a class going on?" Yeah. And I'm like, "Well, we'll be at Toy Fair when that class is going on. Yeah. That's why. Yeah. That's exactly why."
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I also love it. See, again, this is what I'm saying, Rick. She's bigger in other circles. So she's like, "How come, Machu, you do these cute things? Like, why aren't you like you're doing it?" Yeah, she's we're hanging out with her cabal friends. Yeah,
there's nothing funnier than when people in your family don't realize like what things take. They always hit me with like you know what? You should do your own convention, and I'm like, yeah, you know, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not. You should do your own San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
If I could, I would.
Yeah.
That's always the best.
I think it sounds like a great the RickDom Con.
The RickDom Con. RickDom Con.
And then you know what? You know who shows up is nothing but dominatrix, and they're like, "What's going on here?" Like,
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I thought this was the Dom Con.
The Dom Con and only selling ROM figures. So there you go. Yeah, it's all RickDom ROM. That's it. RickDom RomCom. So,
I'm in. Let's make it in the what's the skankiest city in the United States? Put it in the comments
New York. Oh, sorry. Also, Rick, like the whole thing, man. The the thing, like I've been in video production my whole life and make my career out of it. My parents are still like, so and so's got a wedding coming up. If you want to film that.
No.
And it's like, Mom, I haven't held a camera professionally in 20 years. And at this point, if I'm holding the camera, something has gone horribly wrong. Like, it's just not okay. She's like, well, you can always make some extra money for those toys you buy. It's like, all right, Mom, enough. Like, we're done.
Yeah, that's the story of my life. But like I said, on such grand scales where they don't understand. My mom will go like, you know what? You should open up your own toy store. And I go, you know what? That would be nice. Yeah. That would be nice. And she goes, what? You wouldn't take that much, right? And I go,
probably a couple $1 million. Yeah.
Probably a couple $1 million to make it something that's good. I don't know. Yeah. And then you tell her that, and she goes like, no, there's no way you know those numbers. I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't, huh? Yeah. I don't know.
My mom just texted. She's going to the RickDom RomCom. So there you go.
Dude, hell yeah.
You sold one ticket already. I don't know why she's going, and I don't want to know why. So anyway, hell
yeah, your mom's number one.
There you go. First there, number one fan. She doesn't watch the show, so I know we're okay. I sent her. She asked for a link once, and I sent it to her, and then I heard nothing back, and I was like, oh, she hated it. She just absolutely hated it.
I gave a link to a family member once, and like you, they never said anything.
Nothing.
And so ever since then, I learned my lesson, and I never give the link, and I have to give the same speech every time. Like, are you into toys? And they'll go, no, but I like those Marvel movies. And I go, yeah, that's not what this is.
Not the same thing.
I go, that's not that very kind, but that's not the same thing. And I have to give them a speech, and they go like, oh, okay. Like, I go, yeah, I'm sorry, but no, like it's not gonna work.
I mean, every once in a while we do talk about the movies, but it's
related to the toys. So exactly. I mean, we did spend a lot of time on Madam Web today. So there was a shocking amount.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So And sadly enough, the RickDom Con may not be real, but RubinCon is a real thing. And don't forget, we'll be seeing everybody at RubinCon, which will then spin off to be Legion's Con this year too. So
do they sell Reuben sandwiches there?
Oh, RubinCon, Machu and
Hender's
Shadow. They're running RubinCon, dude.
Yeah,
it's last year was the first official year. This year we're gonna have T-shirts made.
Yes.
So let's where is he in the chat? We're gonna get Dave back here. We're gonna make some more T-shirts for RubinCon.
Dude, I'm in.
There you go. And Highly Posed was gonna watch Madam Web tonight. So go watch Madam Web tonight. Go check out A.C.B.A.
I wouldn't
podcast.
wish that on anybody.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. But as
Not
always,
alone.
Rick,
Not
appreciate the hell out of you being here. Thank you so much. And by the way, you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah,
anytime. If you missed doing a Wednesday show and you just want to jump on, just send me a message. I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
you're more than welcome.
You know what's funny is I always tell people the same thing. Like whenever we send them a link to the podcast, like, hey man, like it's always the same link. Click it. Just show up.
There you go. Well, we'll send you the link and you can show up whenever you want. But whether you guys are watching live or watching on the replay, we appreciate the hell out of you. We wouldn't be here talking to these awesome people like Rick without you guys. So thank you so much. And appreciate the support. And that's it, man. Like, go make some content. Go be proud of yourself. Go have some fun. Machu, let's cue that outro, bud. Let's go home. Oh, we are home.
That's 2 stones down, right?
Machu. 2 stones down.